So, what have you been doing this weekend? I got wrecked. I don't know about you, but I got nicely wrecked this weekend. It was super fun. Yes, it's another I'm buying these kind of altcoins videos because this is the golden opportunity, guys. I can't stress this enough. Next year is gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be firework. It's gonna be where you can actually change your life if you did the right preparations this year. So let's get into that. So welcome to the Fomo Factory. Happy to have you here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. Got my stream deck working again. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Broke, but happy. It's more important, right? Now, I mean, if we look what happened over the last couple of days, what Bitcoin kind of did last week was showing us like, hey, we can go way above the trend line. And the next week it's like, but fuck that. And right back, right? That's not necessarily so bad. I mean, Bitcoin is basically back where it was last week or the week before, right? Or even in July or June, May, whatever. But the problem is that the Bitcoin dominance in the meantime has been going up and kind of made new cycle highs. Yeah, yesterday, right? So although Bitcoin is going flat, altcoins go down against Bitcoin, and that also means that altcoins are going down against the dollar. So if you are in a position where you have either cash or Bitcoin, you should feel freaking fantastic right now. If you are a altcoin degen and you ignore the whole, hey, crypto might go down fucking hard right now kind of thing, right? Then you might not feel that great at this moment. And what should you do in this case? Is it maybe better to sell? I see some, people saying like, yeah, I just sold my Ethereum and I bought Solana for it and whatever. And that specific trade. What? Are we doing this again? I don't know why it's playing this music. Like, what the fuck, man? That's not what I asked for. Stop that! Stop. Holy shit, that was tripping balls. Anyway, I'm not cutting that out. But there are some trades that some people make, and it looks like some people might be trading it smartly, but it's also the fact that a lot of people are capitulating. And I tweeted this, and I need you to see this tweet, because if you ever feel like, dude, I am giving up on it all right now, then you might want to reconsider that, bro. You might really want to reconsider that, because things are super bullish right now. So I tweeted this. I said, it seems like almost enough people don't believe in altcoins anymore. Pump will be legendary. And that's the thing, right? Like a lot of people, they are now finally saying like altcoins are dead, right? There will be no Altseason. Bro, it's like the stupidest thing to do right now, to think that. Like you had so many chances, right? If you look at altcoins on the Bitcoin pair, right? Here we go. You had this whole cycle to say, I'm selling my altcoins. Altcoins will probably go down. And now that we're sitting at the low, you now say, yeah, it's not going to work out. Too late. Write it now. Be a man and write it up, right? It's like, I don't know, man. I'm more bullish than ever. We have, of course, the elections tomorrow. Now, people are hoping that Trump is going to win when it comes to crypto, because he's more pro-crypto. Although I don't think it really matters, though. Don't let it all depend on that news, because the cycle does what the cycle does. Whether Joe Biden is president, or Harris, or Trump, or Kanye West, whatever, who the fuck, that doesn't really matter, man. It doesn't really matter. The cycle does what the cycle does. So I can sit here and talk an hour about how bullish I am that next year altcoins will explode and rip, as long as we first have enough disbelievers, right? Because we need a final capitulation to eventually go up. And that capitulation doesn't come from people that are fully believing that the altcoin market will go up. It will come from the few people that are still here saying, oh, it's not going to work out this time. Okay, buy. Sell your shit at the bottom and buy, right? And then we can finally move on. If we look at the USDT dominance, it was riding up, broke down, and now kind of looks like it tried to get back up, but hey, who knows? We have to see how this week does, but it now looks more to be, resistance than support, especially if I draw the lines right. So it looks super bullish. The season is bullish. What's not bullish at the moment is just the overall altcoin market. We are we are below 200 billion right now. We were sitting at 240 not so long ago. And what you now want to do is really look like, hey, the altcoin market dropped quite a bit in the last few weeks, like with 18% or so. How are the altcoins doing that I have, right? Are they dropping like way harder? Then you might want to shuffle here and there because, hey, the altcoin market can still go down another 20%, right? Do you want your altcoins to drop even a bigger amount than that? And what you also want to do is look at altcoins that are, I don't know, man, really outperforming now. So if the altcoin market is down 18% over the last couple of weeks, look at your altcoins. Is it up, right? Or is it down less? Then it's probably a good altcoin. Others dominance before we get into the real altcoin list. Look, I've said this many times before, right? We've been in this parallel channel since whenever the fuck, and this has been accurate, and and next year it goes here. Now, of course, we broke down. Is this now fully inaccurate? I don't think so. And that's mostly because fake outs could happen, right? We had a couple of weeks fake out here as well. Didn't necessarily mean that it wasn't accurate anymore. Matter of fact, it was more accurate than ever. It's just that fake outs happen. And if you look at the monthly, yeah, this was just a wick, right? The full body close was really within this range. So all if I care is, altcoins can drop pretty hard this month. As long as the month closes within this range, I'm super bullish. And I'm super bullish anyway, but then this chart specifically makes me still super bullish, right? Again, altcoins on the Bitcoin pair looks like it's breaking down, but it also looks like I don't know really how to draw this box, because if you draw it like this, right, then it's still accurate. So I don't want to set the goalpost all the time, but this is give or take, right, the area. So let's draw it somewhat like this, and then we'll have it basically. So let's see how altcoins on the Bitcoin pair do, because now it's not even that spectacular. People said, oh, I've been so fucking wrecked like this weekend. And I just looked like, okay, what happened this weekend? Well, altcoins on the Bitcoin pair went down a little bit, right? The last few days, just a little bit. Bitcoin went down a little bit in the last few days. Can you imagine if Bitcoin has a fat correction, right? Sorry, but then your altcoins will crash fucking hard. And is that bad? Ask yourself, do I mind if that happens? If the answer is yes, yeah, then you are too much into altcoins, and then you didn't think about the fact that crypto could also go down really hard. Therefore, I would say, have some Bitcoin and also have some cash, especially cash right now. So what are the altcoins that I'm stacking up on? Let me go to my current watch list. Now, at the moment, I'm not stacking up hard yet, but that's because I already have a very good crypto position, and my crypto cash ratio is like I don't need more crypto compared to cash. However, there are certain prices for certain coins that I feel like, yeah, if they appear, it's a steal right now. It's really a steal right now. I'm not much into the low caps at the moment. Again, why? Because it could very well be that the altcoin market drops another 12%. Yeah, that's a top 125. Your micro caps can easily drop 40-50%. Yeah, I don't want to buy that now, right? Like before that could happen. I want some certainty in the market. I'm waiting to see who is president. If Trump wins, is it going to be all up like people expect immediately, or is it going to be a sell the news event or a small pump? And then, if Harris wins, is it that people completely think it's over? Or is it like, I think that if Harris wins, by the way, crypto-wise might be the best outcome, and I'll probably the first person that says this, but I do think, though, that the market would have a huge sell-off, which will give us a fucking epic buying opportunity, because after that the market will go up anyway. Like, I know, even if Harris wins, yes, because that's what the market does, right? Crypto never depends on a president or on whoever the fuck. People make it seem like that's the big deal, but it doesn't, right? In the short term, however, hey, people can do certain things that might push the market in a downwards direction. But overall, that would be a fantastic buying opportunity. That will be really fair in the market then. So I'm keeping some cash in case the market really sells off. I think that OXO is in a fantastic buying level right now. This project has shown that it could pump really hard as soon as the market turns around. Right, this was in the stage where the market did fantastic overall, did a 5x. Yeah, OXO did a 6.5x, kinda 5.5x, by the way. Well, the complete market did it from here to here, so OXO outperformed heavily. I think this is a big winner. Look, and again, I love playable games, and although I think that this is a golden buying opportunity where we are in right now, again, I do think that we should be a little careful with the real micro caps, right? This is like a very low cap token. And if the market has some bad news, this thing could drop 40% in a day. No problem, right? So I'll be a little careful with that though. AVAX is a steal at these prices. Like if you ask me, like the highest cap coin with the highest returns as well, together with Ethereum, would be AVAX. Right? And also, I think that Ethereum is a fantastic buy. People say now also, Ethereum is dead. Yeah, they also said that last time, that Ethereum isn't dead. And it's becoming a great buy at these prices, finally. Right? But AVAX, easiest pick. Like, if you would ask me, like, what coin would you go all in if it was an altcoin? So not Bitcoin, would be AVAX. Easy. Also, Beam is a little AVAX-ish, right? I think that Beam has really places to go. With everything that they do with gaming and how big gaming will be, and Beam being basically at the forefront of it, I think that this is fantastic right now, right? And yeah, you can look, you can draw these kind of trend lines. Like, okay, it could go 13 cents, right, or 1.3. Could also draw it like this, maybe, and then it's already there. Don't be too picky with these kind of things, I would say. I do think that Beam at these levels is a steal. I bought some engine starter, so yes, that is a micro cap, very micro cap. I just saw that this thing was fudded so hard, and the prices are as low as they are, right? That's why people are fudding. Then I feel like, dude, tell me no more. Thanks for the buying signal, right? Like, yes, it could go lower, but like, come on, man, this is so obvious. IMX getting nicely cheap again. Some shit with the SEC. Fuck the SEC. Sorry, I don't. Did they ever like sue somebody and actually won the case? I don't care really about all that. I think IMX is a good product. If you also, again, don't want to take too much risk, then the IMX is great. Trader Joe as well, by the way. I never talk about this too much, but I'm stacking up on that as well. Very simple. Look, Off the Grid almost had just as much transactions as the whole base chain. That's for a single game. That's fucking insane. Okay? Now, that game is on AVAX. So AVAX will get a lot of traction. Right? Definitely. There will be more shit coming to it. But some people might say, like, yeah, well, AVAX little too high cap. I understand. So let's go with the leading DEX on AVAX, which is Trader Joe. At the prices as where it is right now, I feel like, cannot be mad about that, actually, if I look at this, right? Like, this is looking very strong. Went all the way to 126, like, not too long ago. And it's now sitting at 29 cents, so easy for X to go to get back where it was. I still think that PAL has some things to it, although I am personally not completely sure about what the token is exactly being used for. But hey, the price response, right? So let's not ignore that. Yeah, slightly lower cap as well, but that's Polis, man. Star Atlas. This thing is looking so good compared to the market cap that it has right now. This is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous. If we take a look at what the let me see, the market cap is for the Polis token, I think it's 30 million or something. Yeah, 30 million, right? Well, you can see it right here. I have 5K in it. Like, but again, this is a low cap token, so I'm not going heavily in it. But 30 million at the lows, great quality. Goodbye, man. Echelon Prime, same. If you look at it like this, regular scale, then you can see that it's just sitting at a support level where it started, where it had resistance, it had little supports right here. It came down here, support, and now it's here again. Yeah, like, man, come on. Volker Forge, I won't buy. Very simple, making new lows, right? Also, if you look at Volker Forge Bitcoin, you can see that it's clearly down only. So these are the coins that I would be very careful with, though. Is there anything else? Ronin is such an obvious play right now. Look, it might go lower, right? This is kind of what the trend line could be for Ronin. So it might go somewhere to, like, I don't know, $1 or so. But Ronin is such a fucking fantastic chain. Great. Seedify, 100% guaranteed that Seedify is going to do fantastic. Yeah, and again, Solana, like, I have just a hard time buying Solana because I'm a little in the middle. Because, one, yes, you want to go with the coins that are outperforming. Two, on the other hand, the market is going down right now, like it always does in every cycle, right? That depends on your mind state. That's an opportunity, right? Here as well in this cycle, here the market basically from the mid-cycle top, where we had the mid-cycle top over here as well, it went down with, like, what was it, 70 now, 60%, right? Yeah, for the people that were all in here, that sucked. But that's your own fault for going all in at the top. I don't care about that, right? But for the people that had some cash, this was such a fantastic buying opportunity, right? Because instead of making a 1800% gain, with this opportunity, you could have made a 48% 100 gain, right? That's really life-changing. So lows are so fucking a blessing right now. And in that case, I do feel like, man, the market is giving us so many of these extreme opportunities, like these chances that we'll probably never see again. And we're buying one of the only things that's actually up. Like, let's buy the cheap stuff right now. Fuck Solana, man. Like, I don't know. Sorry for the cursing, not sorry. But, like, if you want life-changing gains on Solana, buy it here, right? Buy it here, whatever. This was a good gain. But now at $160, it's not like that it's going to 2K or whatever in this cycle, probably, right? So why are we still massively buying Solana? I get that it's a good coin, but it's not going to flip Ethereum. Like, and a lot of people might disagree with that, but I know, like, every cycle, there's always something that's the Ethereum killer, and it never is, right? Ethereum is just the first mover advantage. You cannot take that away. Is Solana a better chain than Ethereum? Yeah, it's faster, it's cheaper, but Ethereum, like I said, it has the first mover advantage. It has the mainstream attention. It now has the ETS, by the way, but it's also where the big money is, where the whales are, right? Like, I don't know, man. But feel free to disagree, though. But I'm not buying Solana at these levels, actually. Although it will pump very good in the bull market, probably. I think there's more upside to be made. You know, Superverse also kind of like, yeah, it did a Solana, right? So I don't know what. Like, I cannot say something different for this one than Solana. That would be hypocritical. But with Superverse, it's not that it already has $80 billion market cap. I do feel like there is some good upside with this one. Whack Me Games is a coin that I will probably, once the market turns around again, then I will get in, because Whack Me is just a typical coin that if the market doesn't work out that well, it goes down with almost 90%. Like this gets fucking like this is really wrecked, right? But in a market that does do well, this thing, no problem, in the last couple of, well, weeks basically, just did almost 300% gain. Yeah, that's not what your typical shitcoin did, right? So this is a very dependent coin on the overall market. And then we have Wild World, man. And Wild World, if you like crypto gaming and you want to buy the best risk reward ratio within crypto gaming, and also quality versus price ratio, then Wild World is by far, in my opinion, the best. This game looks so fucking good. This is really insane how people like overhype off the grid. Well, overhype, it's getting the hype that it deserves. But people are speaking so much about off the grid, while Wild World is not that far from it quality-wise. And it has a $70 million market cap. That's low, dude. That's really low. So I'm stacking up on it a little bit. I'm now currently in the loss, so it's a good moment for me to maybe bring down my average buy, because the average buy is 31 cents, not 21. So it looks like a good time for me. But that depends on who you are and how your portfolio is, how your risk is looking, etc. But so far, it's an interesting pattern with Wild World, because all these lows are higher lows, right? So you could almost draw this line, well, not completely, right? But you can almost draw it like this. Oh, let's be an asshole and whatever, right? But you could just see the structure that, look, here it was a great buying opportunity. Here was a great buy, the best, right? Here the best buying opportunity, best buying. And we're now here again. Right? So, hey, still a guess, but it's a pretty good guess. Right? So I'm stacking up on these coins right now. I'm really stacking up on these coins. And, you know, I said this for more than a year now. I expect Altseason end of this year, beginning next year. Nothing has changed. More specifically, if I have to take a wild guess, I'd say December, based on a couple things. But like I said, for example, if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, right, and you take a look when Altseason started in the last two cycles, you can put the Bitcoin halving here. And you can see that from this halving until Altseason started, took 7 months. If you take it from this halving until Altseason started, took 7 months. And if you take it now from the halving until where we are right now, we are now in month number 6, right? So if it takes 7 months, that's December. So I do think that, although it might be end of December, right, we have 1 month left to accumulate, right? And again, this could be 8 months this time, right? But you have to put some goal. So yeah, I think December, give or take, could be end of this month, could be January somewhere. But then Altseason could start. And in the meantime, altcoins can get wrecked hard, right? They can get wrecked very hard. And that's kind of what we're seeing at the moment. It's not like super hardly wrecked, but it's not that they're doing so fantastic at the moment. But hey, I see so many people complain about that, right? They come in crypto and they kind of see it go down. And they're like, altcoins are dead, Altseason not happening, this time is different. Nah, bro, what do you expect? You are in a market where a certain asset can pump with 600% in a week, but you're crying if it goes down? Like, what do you expect, dude? Like, be a little mature. Expect downside, because you will experience a lot of downside. And if you can face that, then it's fine. I can guarantee you, Altseason is not cancelled. It will happen. Like, there's nothing has literally nothing has changed. The further we get into the cycle, the more this cycle looks like the other two cycles. And I said this so long ago, like, guys, this time is not different. Till the day of today, it is literally still not different. But by every move down, people are scared that it is different, right? Look, let me tell you what's scary. It would be scary if it's the same. Because what have we seen last cycle? Last cycle, we have seen altcoins rally from the low to the high. Let me save it. From the low to the high with 350%. What have we seen right now? Altcoins from the low to the high, 420%, right? Pretty the same. However, what have we seen back then? We've seen altcoins from the high until the lows, and let's not include COVID because, I don't expect another COVID necessarily, went down 59.22%. What have we seen right now? Altcoins from the high, 59 point whatever percent, right? Exactly the same. If this time would be exactly the same, then yeah, you have to take it to the bottom, right? Then it's 73% down. 73% down would put altcoins insanely low. Insanely low. That's another 50% down from this point. Again, this is the top 125. Everything outside of the top 125 will bleed way harder. So depending on what kind of portfolio you have, you get either fucking wrecked or extremely fucking wrecked, right? But that would be if it's the same. If it's different, like the same would be scary. But this time, so far, it is exactly the same. But again, what happened after this bottom? We went up 4,600%, right? Now, hey, I'm not saying that we go up 4,600%, right? That would be an altcoin market of $7 trillion. But I have been saying 3 trillion, right? It's pretty diminishing. So, if anything, the more we go down in this period, the more it will be the same. And that's only a good thing, because if it will be the same, it also will mean that we get a pump. And I think a lot of people there are it's kind of self-fulfilling prophecy, right? They say like, yeah, no, we go down and that's the same, but we won't go up. That won't repeat. Again, the cycle has not been different, right? And of course, you could say like, well, Bitcoin has never reached all-time high before halving, or never went sideways for this long. Whatever. Within the cycle, it is always a little different. But from A to Z, that's always the same, right? And the altcoin market, that's especially within the middle now, kind of exactly the same. So no, this time is not different. And I will be very careful with thinking that it will be. Because that's the surprise that leaves most investors wrecked, right? Thinking that it will be different, and it ends up being the same after all, right? And that's how most people get wrecked. So I would say study the market, have faith in the market, know that 2025 is a post-halving year. Post-halving years are kind of famous for making altcoins go up a lot. But again, if you look here and in this cycle right here, that lines up with 2021, right? Yes, 2021 is a post-halving year. That's the year where they usually go up very hard. But first, it has to really wreck people in order to make sure that not enough people are in that market when it goes up. And your job, as the reckoning is now happening, as we are now here somewhere, is not to say like, you know what, I'm out. Like, you had the chance to be out, like here. And now you're here already. Might as well ride it till next year, right? Like, there's more reward than risk to it, in my opinion, right now. So, hey, we'll see how it plays out, guys. Bitcoin dominance without stable coins, yeah, above the 618, easy, right? So my target is actually that it goes to the 786, right? That's kind of the first stop. That means that, yeah, the altcoin market overall still has to go down against Bitcoin if this happens, right? And well, it is happening, right? So the question then might be like, okay, you know, if Bitcoin breaks all-time highs in the meantime and altcoins go down against Bitcoin, then for altcoins on the dollar pair, it's not necessarily bad. However, if altcoins go down on the Bitcoin pair and Bitcoin also has a good correction, yeah, then that would be like disastrous for a lot of people because they did not expect crypto to also go down and they don't have cash, right? They don't have cash. They didn't prepare in the bear market. They did nothing for a passive income right now. They had no IDOs, no notes, no cash, just saved up, whatever. And they're now just sitting on an altcoin bag, which is wrecked, maybe about to get way more wrecked, but also in a position where they feel like, man, I'm not selling right here, right? So what do? I would say if you are that person, do nothing, man. Sit on your hands. Sit on your hands. Watch it go down 20%. Watch it go up 20%. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what changes between now and a year from now, right? And whatever it does this month or next month, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the real parabolic bull markets for altcoin always is in the post-halving year. 2025 should be completely dead, right? So you should not sell before that. So what does it matter if it goes down before that? You're not selling anyway, right? Please, let me know. Are you selling this year? Because then please get out of here. All right, I'm going to take some coffee. I just had some weird hypnotherapy and I'm fucking wavy. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me turn on the bye-bye music. If you like the video, please give it a smack on the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, let me know what you are buying, if you are buying, and if not, why not, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.